In today's video, I'm going to show you how and what I use to mix for skim coating. Whether you're skim coating a repair, an entire ceiling, I'll show you the right joint compound and tools to use to mix up your skim coating mud. On this skim coating project, I'm going to be skim coating over this skip trowel texture to make it all uniform after doing some water damage repairs. All right, so I'm going to be mixing up the all-purpose joint compound with my cordless DeWalt drill, and this is a paint / mud mixer for just small batches of joint compound for skim coating or doing repairs, finishing, whatever. So this is more of a DIY or a handyman type of way to do it, but I want to show how you can do it with a cordless drill. The reason you can burn out the drill over time if you keep mixing with it. It's not going to hurt it to do it once in a while, but you don't want it to be your go-to mixer. But I'm going to show you what I use when I'm doing a whole big project. This is a mixing drill. It's a DeWalt. And this is my paddle bit that I've had for almost 10 years. This thing is unbelievably strong and mixes up fast. All right, so I'm ready to mix. Going to use my cordless drill and the paint mixer just because I'm going to mix up probably 3/4 of a bucket. I'm not going to mix it real thin like a normal skim coat because I'm going over a heavy texture. So I'm going to leave a good amount of the body of the joint compound so I can build it down before I do the second coat, which is going to be a lot thinner. Okay, so I've got a container with water, which helps me control how much water I put in, and I know how much is going in. I'm going to mix up probably half of what's in this bucket right now. It's almost full, probably 3/4, maybe a little more. So I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom. I'm just going to mix it up halfway down. That way I can adjust the next level accordingly. Let me know in the comments what kind of drywall project you're working on. So probably about a cup of water. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you're liking these videos. As you can see, I'm using the USG all-purpose joint compound with the dark green lid. I like to use that for the first skim coat because it has a lot more glue in it, and I'm going over this heavy texture so it's gonna hold up a lot better and adhere better. For the second skim coat, I'll be using a +3 lightweight joint compound by USG. As you can see, it brings the joint compound and water down into it, so it'll mix it. So basically, you just want to keep mixing it till it all looks to be about the same consistency. And when you're covering a texture, whether it's on a wall or a ceiling, you want to skim coat, you want to keep it a little thicker. I would say about a yogurt consistency would be good on the first round of skim coating. All right, it's starting to look like how we want it. Again, it's a thick yogurt-like consistency since we're going over a thick texture, and this is the first skim coat. Want to go around, make sure, looking good, looking good. All right, so that only took a couple minutes to mix up. I think that's good to go. Now, you want to keep in mind, you're better off mixing it a little thick than too thin because you can thin it down if it's too thick. But if it's too thin, it's going to be difficult to get it thicker unless you have another bucket of joint compound. Again, it's the USG all-purpose joint compound with the dark green lid. They sell this at most big box stores in your area, I'm sure. All right, so gonna load up my mud pan. As you can see, the consistency's nice and creamy, and it's like a thick yogurt consistency. Again, that's great for the first skim coat when you're going over a textured wall or ceiling. Subscribe for more skim coating and drywall tips. Thanks for watching.